Manhattan prosecutors have agreed to postpone Donald Trump's upcoming criminal hush money sentencing hearing in light of the Supreme Court's recent immunity ruling. This decision comes shortly before Trump's scheduled sentencing on July 11th for falsifying New York business records. The delay, which was agreed upon by the prosecutors handling the case against the former president, will push back Trump's sentencing for at least 2 weeks. According to the New York Times, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office informed the court on Tuesday that it had no objections to delaying Trump's sentencing. This delay would allow Judge Juan Merchan to decide on whether prosecutors had improperly utilized trial evidence from Trump's presidential tenure. Reportedly, Manhattan prosecutors have requested a deadline of July 24th to respond to Trump's motion, which is anticipated to be filed later this week. Pending approval by Judge Merchan, this timeline would postpone ex-President Trump's sentencing until at least July 25th. A former president is entitled to absolute immunity from criminal prosecution for actions within his conclusive and preclusive constitutional authority, the Supreme Court ruled this week. There is no immunity of unofficial acts, the court added. President Joe Biden strongly criticized the recent Supreme Court decision granting Donald Trump immunity for actions taken during his time in the Oval Office. Following the Supreme Court's recent 6-3 ruling granting Trump absolute immunity from prosecution for official acts during his presidency, Biden criticized the decision, likening Trump to a king above the law. President Biden also underscored that the Supreme Court's ruling created a situation where virtually no limits on what a president can do, and that the decision marked what he described as one of the darkest days in the history of America. President Joe Biden blasted the Supreme Court's immunity ruling and described the decision as one of the darkest days in the history of America.